Commonwealth Associates, Rich Collins. Hi, Rich.
Hi, Bart. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Good. Glad to be back.
Yeah, we're neighbors, downtown neighbors.
Yes.
And Rich and his company moved into downtown Jackson, completely restored a beautiful 1960s
Right.
building, and it's awesome.
It came out really nice. We're very happy with it. It's completely, rebuilt and redone. We finally finished the top two floors. We kind of did it in stages, and so that's our boardroom now. And the interesting thing, so the walnut panels were from Comerica. So we tried to preserve some of the character of the building. So the best panels we kept, and to kind of repurpose them. And this is our third floor, which is a big work engineering area, but brand new space, perfect for what we do. We added the pops of orange to brighten up the gray. Little kitchen up on the fourth floor, and you can see the Loft San Louis and the 200 out of the window there.
It looks like an awesome place to work. Not only do you have that kitchen, you've got a major big kitchen on the main floor. You've got a bank vault for a meeting room downstairs.
We do have a vault room, which is, everyone likes to see that and then hang out down there. And we actually have use some of the other safe deposit boxes, the freestanding ones that are in the middle, and use those in some of our conference rooms as part, and put a countertop on them as part of a buffet sort of a situation. So we did try to preserve some of the character of the bank, which it's a good mix of new and mid-century modern and some of the old stuff. And as you know, Commonwealth designed that building in 1958. And so it's kind of full circle that our company, well before I was born, obviously, but
I think it was a surprise to some people that you pulled out like blueprints.
Yes.
And your name was on them.
Yes, I thought, what in the heck? Yeah, it was a surprise. And then once we dug into it a little bit, I found old remnants of it through our archives and stuff. And it had that meant to be sort of a feel. Once we ran across that, and it kind of fit our space and our size, and a great location downtown. So it was just a win-win on all sides.
Perfect setup for return to work. The actual move occurred during the pandemic when you moved downtown, but you've provided an incredible workspace for your team, and you just recently said, hey, let's come back to work.
Right. Yeah, we've kind of laid low a little bit and made it a little optional, and then when we finally finished the third floor, the third and fourth floor. Third floor specifically holds a lot of people, and so we didn't really have room for everyone. So that 1st of November is like, okay, office is ready. Let's ramp up the office environment. So we're doing that slowly, and we're starting to see more and more people downtown, more and more cars taking up spaces, which is a good thing, and a lot more activity. People, just they don't think they want to come back, but then they find out their work friends and get to meet them again, and I think it helps. So. Still a challenge. We're still working on that, but it's going forward.
Good. No, it's been a busy year. You have all kinds of work for all these people.
We do. It's been a good year. Last year was a solid year. Some of our bigger utility clients kind of pulled back, and that happens. Okay, we've seen that. I've been at Commonwealth for a long time. Whenever there's a little bit of a recession and the interest rates creep up, they kind of pull back on their capital expenditures a little bit, and that kind of affects. That's where we do our work, and so we had to kind of ramp up our move into the renewables space, and so we've diversified our portfolio. We used to be like 90% utility work. We're probably 65 to 70 now, and 30% with renewable developers, contractors. People like that, some OEM like Mitsubishi and things like that. We work directly for equipment manufacturers, doing data centers and things like that, and battery energy storage facilities, whatever you think of in terms of the new energy transition equipment.
Yeah, I wondered about batteries, with Blue Oval gearing up down the road. Is that an opportunity, these kinds of facilities for Commonwealth?
We actually bid on the Blue Oval thing and didn't win that as a partner on a team. So that is something we could potentially do part of it, not the whole thing, because that'd be more of an architectural firm. But when I say batteries, so a lot of times at a renewable facility, they will put batteries out at a wind farm or a solar farm and collect the energy into the battery and release it when they need it, versus years ago, before they had batteries, the juice would just go into the system and you really couldn't control it. Now there's a control mechanism there, which helps the efficiency of the system.
And on the other side of the battery is the charging for batteries, those charging stations,
yes.
the infrastructure for that. Mm-hmm. Is that part of anything you're involved with?
We have dabbled in that. We've done a little bit here and there. I still think that's something that I think the states have to figure out, the utilities. Some of it we've done really small scale stuff, like at car dealerships, let's say. Mm-hmm. That's a fairly small project for us. Where we would get involved probably is an upgrade of the distribution infrastructure to feed, EV chargers along highways and things like that. But I don't see a lot of that happening yet. I don't know if it's a wait and see or a chicken and egg. I don't know.
Yeah.
For the EV charger, the market to go with the cars, I don't know.
And with the change in administration and the,
yes.
We really don't know yet where it's all going to shake out.
That is something that we're keeping an eye on. I mean, you have a difference in philosophy, and so we actually have a project that's tied to offshore wind, and I know that's not a favorable thing for some folks, and we've done a lot of solar. We're doing tons of solar across the country, and it's still going on, but who knows what's going to happen here. And transitioning into, we can do renewable natural gas, which hopefully that will come back into favor. That's something we're well versed to do. And then, I believe the next big thing is going to be the small modular reactors tied to nuclear power, which is going to be, I think that might be something that takes off here soon. I've been to a lot of meetings about that, and been out to Idaho National Labs where they're testing some at a committee meeting I'm on, and it's something that these data centers that they keep building are such large power hogs. They need so much capacity that a lot of times the facilities can't, the existing facilities can't handle them. So they're talking, putting a nuclear reactor next to a facility, or
like a crypto farm.
Well, it could be a crypto farm, yeah, anything. But a data center, think of the hyperscaler companies like Microsoft and Amazon, where they have cloud computing services, and they're building a bunch of in Ohio. And they have such a huge power need that we're building substations right outside of them and doing the interconnection directly to the grid. And we actually have one that they're co-locating at a nuclear facility, and forgetting the grid, we're going to put right next to
that's handy.
Right next to the nuclear facility and direct connect. So there's a lot of creative ideas out there right now in terms of because our system's not built, it's not robust enough to handle the thirst for these data centers and the glut that goes along with the power needs. It's good for us. It creates opportunity, and there's a lot of those going up.
You've got to be very adaptable to. We think about 20 years ago. Yes. It was pretty black and white.
Yeah, we've had to transition and be nimble. Even 6-8 years ago, we were maybe doing a little wind farm work here and there, but still most of our bread and butter was upgrading transmission lines and substations for utilities. And that's still our bread and butter. But as this is a growth opportunity to expand into a whole new set of clients. We do work for Amazon, we do work for Microsoft, and I didn't think that those would be clients that would come out of my mouth for Commonwealth, but we do work for them now in their data center space.
How about that?
So,
well, one of the things people will see in this community is Commonwealth Associates at community events. You are supporters of many organizations and events, which I think that's part of your mission.
It is. It's part of our mission to be part of. It's one of our guiding principles to be part of a fabric in the community. And just last year, one of the changes we made last year is there was enough interest in doing more charitable work, and a lot of them happened during the day. So we added a benefit to our every employee's package to have a 4 hours charitable time to go and do something or some events. And so our hope is that we get groups together, kind of a team building thing, and go out and do different things. We've had a couple of groups have served meals at the Interfaith, and we actually had a team go over there and paint and do some construction at Interfaith. So we're trying to get more of that camaraderie within Commonwealth and also give back to the community in that sense. And that's been a positive thing for all. You know, there's nothing negative. And a lot of companies do that. I think Consumers actually does that sort of thing, but you know, they're bigger than us. But this is something we felt was important to do and give our employees an opportunity to do that.
Well, it's great to see, and we also appreciate your support of some of the charities here through JTV, and also for being one of our partners as well. Thanks so much.
You're welcome, very much.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming on the show.
Good to see you. Thank you.
President and CEO of Commonwealth Associates in downtown Jackson, Rich Collins.